Hey guys, it's Just Sports here and welcome back to episode 7 of my Norwich City career mode on FIFA 14. And in this episode we are up against Arsenal and Cardiff, so some big games. One that we should try and win, the Cardiff game, and one where we're not expected to win but we would like to win in the Arsenal game. And as you can see in the league table there, Liverpool are thrashing it at the moment, first place, although Everton are very close and they've played one game less and they are 1 point from them. And we are sitting there in 8th or 10th, I believe that was. So we're near the top, and I really do believe that if we stay here, and I really do believe we can get in the Europa League. And what I'm actually doing here, guys, is I'm trying to invest in the future. I'm taking all these players who I believe can contribute a little bit more to the club, and I'm offering them new contracts. Cameron McGeehan and all these really young players that need new contracts, because they could potentially be very good players in the future. And then we've got our sort of star performers like Anthony Pilkington, who I thought, okay, I'm gonna offer him the same sort of contract. And it's actually better to offer players contracts for a long period of time, because if you do want to sell them, you sell them for more. So if I wanted to sell like Tete, who I just signed on for like 3 years, if someone wanted to buy him when he was at a 1-year contract, I would probably sell him for much less than if he was on a 5-year contract, and the club would probably offer me a lot more for him if he was on that 5-year contract, and that's how it works in real life as well. But we do have a few really good youth players there. I mean, our youth team in real life actually won the FA Youth Cup back against Chelsea, I believe, last season, so they're a very good team. And on FIFA, I'm now renewing all of their contracts. And now we're going to go into the game against Arsenal at the Emirates. This is going to be a really tough game. And we have Elmander out. So what I'm going to do is have Van Wolfswinkel playing there next to Gary Hooper up front. And we also have Insigne, the talisman, sitting behind both of those star players. And yeah, it should be a good game. We've got Snodgrass playing as well. He's playing pretty damn decently. And I actually went to Manchester United versus Norwich yesterday or 2 days ago. And I slept overnight in Manchester, and it was actually a really good day out, but unfortunately we did lose 4-0 because of the biased decisions from the referee, but that's why I didn't have a career mode episode out yesterday. But Van Wolfswinkel is here, passes it to Insigne, and Insigne on the 7th minute smashes it home for a 1-0 lead to Norwich. And what a great smash that is. Have a look at that again. Let's have a look at that one more time. Van Wolfswinkel actually does something good for once in his whole career and just has a shot. Passes it down to Insigne, who has the final shot. And, bottom corner, I think their keeper is Fabianski in this game, so he had no chance. And now Giroud tries to kick back. He does, hits the post, and then hits another post. Oh my god, and Ruddy. That was amazing. Yeah, so it hit one post, then hit the other post, and then finally Ruddy could claim it in his penalty box. But yeah, we really tried to keep Arsenal out, but their team is so quality. And Santi Cazorla here just rips us apart, dribbles around all of our players, and he got a lucky little deflection there. Yeah, and 1-1. That's all I can say, really. That was a lucky little bit of play by Santi Cazorla. I really should have closed him down a lot better there, but it did end up 1-1 there, and hopefully we can get back into this game. It's going to be very difficult at the Emirates, but at least I would take the point. I would take the point against Arsenal, but then again, a win would be great as well, of course. We want to go out to win every game if we can, and Snodgrass is here on the wing, cuts back, crosses it down to Gary Hooper. Gary Hooper jumps, and no, he's not quite as strong as the Mertesacker. He's not quite up to Mertesacker's strength levels, but here we have Turner, who does very well in defence for us at the moment. He's solid. He's quite an old player, and we might actually be shifting him fairly soon, maybe in the January transfer window, Michael Turner, and we might actually give Ryan Bennett a good go as well. But Redmond here, running, tries to outmuscle Sagna, but Sagna, the French beast, as I like to call him, with his crazy hair. I don't understand how that hair is actually how he's thought of doing that to himself, but okay, it's fair enough. His hair is a little bit awkward, but generally he is a beast, and he could outmuscle Redmond quite easily. But I thought, okay, Van Wolfswinkel has been playing utter shit. He was utter wank. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off Van Wolfswinkel and put in, I think we're putting in Luciano Becchio. Give him a little try. Hopefully he can do wonders for us and hopefully win us the game. If he can't, then well, okay, we might have to stick to Ricky Van Wolfswinkel. The really annoying thing with Ricky is his stats look amazing. They actually look really good. His heading looks great. He has the same finishing as Gary Hooper, but Gary Hooper is just so much of a better player. I don't really know how else to put it. Gary Hooper he's slower. I think he's slightly slower. But it seems on the game like he's way more agile, and he finishes a lot more chances than Ricky van Wolfswinkel here. But yeah, so that's basically how the game finished. There were no shots in that second half at all. I had one shot on target, and that's all we needed to get the 1-1 against Arsenal. I take that as a good result, to be honest. And here we have my assistant manager telling me that a few players are going on international duty, like Russell Martin and Leroy Fer going to their countries. We actually have a load of Scottish players in our actual Norwich City team. We've got like Robert Snodgrass. Who else do we have that's Scottish? Whittaker, Russell Martin. So we have quite a few really, and I think there's. Is there one more? I think there might be one more, but I can't remember who his name is. Oh, who do we have? Snodgrass. I think that's it. That's it actually. Snodgrass. Martin and Whittaker. Is there one more? I swear there's one more. Anyway, if you guys can think of it, tell me in the comments below. But what we're going to have is we're going to switch up the team now, because I really am disappointed with Ricky van Wolfswinkel's performances recently, and Becchio just isn't the ideal replacement, and neither is Elmander. But Hooper seems ideal to that striker role. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the formation from a 4-1-2-1-2 to a 4-3-3 and really attack teams now. We're going to go for a 4-3-3 attacking wise. And all these contracts that I've offered, I've finally got the responses from the players. And Harry Toffolo declined, Gefaiti declined, and Pilkington accepted, which is good. Tete declined, and I think it is to do with me not offering a particular squad role in the contract, because some of these youth players want. Yes, here we go. So they actually want a greater squad role in the club, and for some of these contracts, I didn't actually offer that in the contract. I just left it blank. So we're going to go and change it here now to a for Gafaiti. We're going to change it to a future first team player, or sporadic. Sporadic basically means that he'll play every now and again, if you guys don't know. And I think that looks pretty good. I think we're going to go ahead. So moving on from Gafaiti, we're going to go to Cameron McGee, and actually no, he's currently negotiating Harry Toffolo, who declined. Harry Toffolo is a player that I really want to keep because he has huge potential. You know, he's 17, 53 overall, but that can increase massively. Don't take these overalls don't actually take these overalls seriously. I think they're way too low, and in a few years, from 17 to 20, they can increase massively, and I think Harry Toffolo is going to be a big player for us in the future. Cameron McGee, and now they've all accepted, apart from Harry Toffolo. He actually wants a stronger role at the club, and so does Adel Gafaiti. And the problem is that Harry Toffolo is an England under-18 player, so we really want to keep hold of him. And it says here that Anthony Pilkington accepted his contract, but then it tells me that Anthony Pilkington has a refusal problem. So I don't understand that. It just told me that Anthony Pilkington doesn't want to continue his contract. No, it just told me there that Anthony Pilkington doesn't want to sign a new contract, but he has signed a new contract. I don't understand. Okay, so he's signed a new 3-year contract, and now after signing that, he's told me, boss, I don't want to sign a new contract, and now he wants to speak to me about something. Let's see what he wants to say. Okay, so Anthony Pilkington, let's see what you're saying. I think this is a mega glitch in the game. It's nothing personal, boss. I just don't like the country. I'm struggling with the language. The language. You're struggling with the language. What? You're Irish and you're struggling with the language. You're joking. Okay, well, it seems to be a bit of a bug in the game, because he has signed a new contract, and that is ridiculous. But anyway, we're going to move on to the Cardiff game. Norwich versus Cardiff. We need to win this one, guys. We need to win it. In real life, we drew to Cardiff, and I think Norwich had around 32 shots, or it was something ridiculous, like 24 shots. It was loads of shots. I think we had 15 on target. And their goalkeeper, Marshall, just did an incredible job in goal. And, you know, we really should have won that game 4-0, 3 or 4-0, but it just wasn't to be. Jarvis is here, has a shot, and somehow that gets past John Ruddy, but it just goes wide. Ooh, that was a close one. That was a really close call there. And, you know, Jarvis is a very good player. And they've also got Jordan Much and Stephen Corker in their team, which those guys are very good players, especially Jordan Much. He's had a great start to this season. And Leroy Fer is probably our outstanding performer, who's on the ball there, and he gets fouled for a free kick. And we're going to take this free kick, and I'm going to try and cross it into a decent area and try to get Gary Hooper or someone else on the head of it. Leroy Fer crosses it in, and Michael Turner's there. Oh no, but David Marshall does catch it quite easily. We have Snodgrass here, running down the wing, passes it to Fer. Fer, can you cross it in? Can you? No, it's a corner, so I'll take that any day. Yep, Leroy Fer, I will take that. He is our best player, Leroy Fer. But Snodgrass is here, crosses it down to Basong, and it just goes sailing over the crossbar. That was very unlucky, but Gary Hooper here is trying to track down these defenders. Can he get hold of it? Hudson's on the ball, looking nervous. He's trying to find a pass, but Gary Hooper nicks it off him. He's through on goal, 1-1, and he finishes that with ease. Gary Hooper, the greatest striker of all time. Maybe not, but he's still an amazing player on this game. And, you know, he nicks that off Hudson and slots it home with ease. He didn't see him coming, you know, Gary Hooper. What I love about this game is they literally get all of the footballers' mannerisms to a T. They are all perfect, and especially Gary Hooper's. Gary Hooper here passes it down to Insigne, who is a great signing for us. Insigne crosses it down to Snodgrass, but it goes nowhere. Leroy Fer's on the ball now, passes it down to Tete, and Tete has a shot, but no, it's never going to work. When a centre defensive mid gets on the ball, it just doesn't work, and Snodgrass gets around him quite easily there, gets around Corker, but it doesn't go to turn out to anything at all. Jarvis is here, trying to get past the almighty Leroy Fer, and he does quite easily, strangely enough. Crosses it to Campbell, and Campbell hits the post. Surely it can't go in. Yes, it can. Third time lucky, and Fraser Campbell hits the ball on the second rebound in a row, and somehow goes in the net. And what on earth are my defenders doing here? What, Basong and Turner? Let's have a look at this. So Basong and Turner, what the hell are you doing? Your goalie's in trouble. You're both surrounding this tiny Fraser Campbell. What the hell are you doing, Basong? You're just sitting there looking at the ball. What? I can't even explain that. That was complete BS. But anyway, it's 1-1. We're going to go and try and get a few more goals here because I was really mad at this point. Insigne, he passes it down to Leroy Fer, who gives it to Martin to try and set up another attack. And Hooper here, our amazing Hooper, Gary Hooperman. Hooperman. And no, that didn't really work too well. Yeah, you're just embarrassing yourself now. But Martin has a shot, but it comes to nothing. And I was getting really frustrated at this point. You know, it's coming into half-time and it's 1-1. And it really shouldn't be 1-1. I think I should have scored a few more goals in that first half period. But it just wasn't to be. Oh, well, and it seems like other teams are doing quite well as well around me, so we really need to get a result here. Snodgrass has a shot, and it does actually hit the post. David Marshall has a fairly poor attempt of a save there. Redmond passes it down, crosses it to Basong. Basong's in the air. What a goal there by Seb Basong. Great goal, near post, and, you know, not arguing with that. Great header there. He actually scores. He usually scores quite a lot of headers in the box, Basong, but he hasn't been doing that this season. I remember last season, Seb Basong scored so many goals. It was phenomenal, really. He was a great defender and attacker in many ways. But here we have Jarvis, who's taking a menacing corner, but it's taken away from our box with ease by Alexander Tete. And, you know, I think at this point, Cardiff were going all attacking, and they were really trying hard to scrape a draw or possibly go to the win. But it is on the 90th minute. Can we get anything else from the game, or can Cardiff bounce back? No, that is the end of the game. That is the end, and we have all 3 points. 2-1 to Norwich. Great game. You know, it wasn't the best for goals wise, but I guess we got all 3 points. And guys, that is going to be it. We are through. Next time you can see me in the Capital One Cup. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and hopefully we get through to the next round. And that'll be out tomorrow. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Subscribe if you enjoyed. Like if you enjoyed as well. Leave a comment telling me some other stuff about the series and what you want next time. Bye.